Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan here. We're not doing the normal live stream tonight because Tiff and I just had a stressful day, and Tiff's got a headache. She's not feeling very good. So I was sitting outside, and I'm reading this book that I bought years ago and just never really started reading. But the last couple nights I've been reading it when I am done working. So it's really fascinating. It's called The Second Amendment Primer. It's written by Les Adams. Amazing book. Like, I don't even know how this dude did so much research into what the Second Amendment means. But so I'm going to read you just this one section. Like, I'm reading it and I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And then I just thought, I was like, dude, I got to get on a live stream and I have to like share this with people because it's just so interesting. It's so interesting. Oh shit, did I lose it? It's so interesting the foresight that the founding fathers had into what happens with a ruling class, right? Okay, so I'm just going to read you some quick little things here. So let's see. There's this guy named Beccaria, so Beccaria, and he was a Milanese jurist, economist, and criminologist. And he published his principal work on crimes and punishments in 1764. So that's when this was written. So here's basically what this guy says, and this is his idea of gun control, okay? He says, false is the idea of utility that sacrifice 1,000 real advantages for one imaginary or trifling inconvenience. Whew, that is powerful. That would take fire from men because it burns. Hey, thanks, Troy. We appreciate you, buddy. And water because one may drown in it, that has no remedy for evils except destruction. The laws that forbade the carrying of arms are laws of such a nature. They disarm those only who are neither inclined nor determined to commit crimes. Fascinating, right? Can it be supposed that those who have the courage to violate the most sacred laws of humanity and the most important of the code will respect the less important and arbitrary ones, which can be violated with ease and impunity, and which, if strictly obeyed, would put an end to personal liberty? So dear men, so dear to the enlightened legislator, and subject innocent persons to all the vexings that have the guilty alone ought to suffer, such laws make things worse for the assaulted and better for the assailants. Isn't that crazy? Okay? Dude, this guy wrote this in 1764, and they're saying the exact same things that we're saying right now. Give me a thumbs up right now. Can you guys do hearts on this? I don't know if you can on YouTube. Do something, post some comments if that's like some fire to you. Like that's pretty amazing. For an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed man. It's like every sentence gets better and better, dude. For an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed man. They ought to be designed as laws, not preventative, but fearful of crimes. Did I say that right? They ought to be designated as laws, not preventative, but fearful of crimes. Produced by the tumultuous impression of a few isolated facts and not by thoughtful consideration of the inconvenience and disadvantages of universal decree. Read that a while ago, I believe. Pass it on, okay. Fire, Isabel. Okay, crazy, dude. What's also interesting about this book is the author is taking like some writings and stuff that were during the Roman era. So, I didn't know this. I've watched a lot of documentaries about the Roman Empire, but just never really thought about like the guns or the weapon control in the Roman Empire. But, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but, the author was basically saying that, as these Roman dictators, they got into power, right? They realized that they've got these big armies that are professional warriors and they're going out there starting these wars, starting the conflict. And invading these other countries and stuff. But the biggest threat that they really had was the people at home. So when they shifted their focus from wanting to be servants of the people into just seeking power, then they started to disarm their political opponents. They started to disarm everybody that was citizens, right? Because it's very easy to control the population if you keep them dumb, broke, and unable to defend themselves. So it's really fascinating. You know, I've been saying this for a long time. Not everybody believes it. Not everybody gets it. But gun control is really just about one thing and one thing only. It's not about protecting people. It's not about keeping people safe. It's not about reducing school shootings or violence. It's about control. It is about controlling the population. Because as Justice, Anthony Scalia said, when the people of a nation are trained in arms, they are better able to resist tyranny. And that really is it. When the men of a nation are trained in arms, they are better able to resist tyranny. We are in a tyrannical state right now, not to make this crazy or whatever, but last night I watched 2,000 Mules by Dinesh D'Souza. If you guys have not watched it yet, you got to jump on. Just type in 2,000 Mules into Google, and it'll probably never pop up. You got to go to like 5th page or whatever because they're trying to hide this. Everybody needs to watch this documentary. It needs to blow up because it is absolutely insane. The data they were able to put together about the 2020 election. It is Tiffany.